Caitlin Clark, WNBA may be forced to stop play. The WNBA just finished arguably its most successful season since its inception. Indiana Fever phenom Caitlin Clark pushed the league to new heights as the WNBA set record numbers of attendance and viewership, and even managed to secure an impressive new media deal with Disney, Amazon Prime, and NBC worth $200 million a year. Unfortunately, everything is at risk of coming to an end if the players in league aren't able to work something out soon. According to ESPN, the WNBA Players Union and Board of Player Representatives voted on Monday to opt out of the current collective bargaining agreement. If the players and the league don't work out a new deal by the end of next season, Clark and the rest of the league will be faced with the prospect of a work stoppage. Per ESPN, players are seeking a bigger piece of the financial pie, increased salaries as well as lifelong benefits, including retirement and family planning. Players are evidently prepared to deal with a work stoppage if negotiations can't be resolved in time. WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert said in a recent State of the League address that she has been in talks with player union leadership during the season. "I suspect that given the transformation of the league that we've been working so hard on, building this long-term economic model, we've already returned to the players through charter, through increasing playoff bonuses a couple of years ago by over 50%, Engelbert said. So we'll continue to do that, and when we get to the bargaining table we'll continue to talk about the issues that are most important to the players. It'll be interesting to see how things unfold, especially considering players now have the choice to play in the 3-on-3 unrivaled league if they aren't interested in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever 2025 WNBA Championship odds revealed. The betting lines are set for the Fever and the rest of the league. As an individual player, it was clear just how far star guard Caitlin Clark had come from her initiation into the league back in May through the Olympics break in August, and on into the playoff run made by her team, the Indiana Fever. The Fever were swept out of the playoffs in 2 games by the Connecticut Sun, but the mere fact that they were there at all was news. The Fever had not been a playoff team since 2016, and it helped that after a 1-8 start, Indiana had whipped up a 19-12 record to finish 20-20 and earn a playoff berth. Clark won Rookie of the Year and was a first-team All-WNBA selection, with averages of 19.2 points, a record 8.4 assists and 5.7 rebounds. After her initial growing pains, she learned to team well with the 2023 Rookie of the Year, Aaliyah Boston, and the two figure to form a staunch inside-out pairing going forward. But make no mistake, this is still a young team in need of some improvements. They need to get better defensively as a team, and with a significant defensive stopper they can either draft or sign in free agency. They also need better ball handling, and could use a secondary point guard to play alongside Clark. There are not that many improvements to the roster that need to be made, especially as Clark and Boston improve. But even with all that, don't expect the Fever to push for a championship next year. Or, if you are in the slim crowd that thinks this team will be in line to win it all in 2025, get your bets going. Because ESPN revealed its betting odds for the 2025 WNBA Championship on Monday, and the Fever still have great odds.